Welcome, true believers, to Badwolf Comics. I'm your host, the Badwolf, and today, Badwolf Comics has some changes in store. Stick around, I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, we finally got the logo animations done, and they're looking good. I've got an outro too, so if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll see the new outro. After months of looking for animators and trying to do a little bit of back and forth creatively, I finally got an intro and outro for the channel. I am working on some holiday themed stuff, but I'm not sure if it'll be ready in time for this year. We may have to wait for next year for that. Now, as you can see behind me, the backdrop has changed a little bit. We no longer have statues back here. The reason for this is I'm a single dad on a single income running this house. It was really hard to keep up with all the statue pre-orders as well as the book pre-orders. I just couldn't handle it anymore. So I had to make a decision, and we did get rid of the statues. The reason I didn't keep the set that I had is because everything has to look like it belongs together. And as you can see, my DC shelf was very barren for a long time. I was having a real hard time finding any Batman statues or any DC, really anything that I liked to put up here. The only thing I found that really clicked was the Batman Arkham series. Those statues are out of production and they were very expensive. So this shelf was empty. My other shelf, which you don't see off camera, but you'll see here in a little bit, had a few statues on it, and I was going to put some turtles up there, but that's another $800 in statues. I just couldn't keep up. So I did have to go ahead and make the decision to put the books up, but I gotta say, after having them up like this with the lighting on them, I kind of like this better. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Now, I did take a brief video. The quality is not very good, so I apologize for that. It's too late to reshoot it. All the statues have been boxed up and sent off to JP at Organic Price Books. So if you're interested in any of those Iron Studios 1/10 scale X-Men statues, keep an eye on Organic Price Books. JP should have them up in the coming weeks. I did take a brief video of the entire shelf. Please forgive the lack of dusting in that video. I did notice after I had shot it and after everything was packed up, there was a few spider webs and a few things, and some dusting definitely needed to happen. But I got that all taken care of with the new books. Everything's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what the room looked like before, and then I'm going to give you a shot of what it looks like now. We're not going to do the whole room. It's not a room tour. I'm just going to show you the top of the shelves and what we've done here in place of the statues. Let's take a look. All right, I can just barely get them all into frame. But this is what the setup looks like before I box everything up and replace it with books. Don't get me wrong, I love the setup. It looks great, but I can't keep up buying all the statues, and I could really use the space for books. So we're just going to kind of go through here really quick and see each one. Our Storm. We got our Stan Lee, which I think is the one I'm going to end up keeping, honestly. Our Colossus. Don't worry, I'm going to make a video for each one of these before I actually box them up and send them out. Move over to Magneto. One of my favorite anti-heroes. Got his base. Over to Psylocke. We have Rogue. Makes me sad to get rid of some of these pieces. In fact, all of these pieces, but my OCD, if I can't have statues on every shelf, then I needed to do something else to make it all uniform and make it look like it all belongs together. Now, the Wolverine was pretty hard to find. Man, I've only had this like I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks, maybe a month. Here's our Beast. Here's our Professor X. This one's really hard to find, man. I couldn't even find them on eBay. I got lucky and found a person in the group that had one. And last but not least, our fearless leader, Cyclops. My goal was to get the gold and blue teams. I did that. We'll get that full shot again. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this as the backdrop as much as I did. And here's what they look like now. All the statues except for Stan Lee are gone. I went ahead and did books, and I gotta say, after seeing them like this, I kind of like this setup better. But the great thing about it is, I can change these books out at will if I find another cover that I like, if I find something more rare or a better absolute. I can always just switch the books out. And you'll notice the DC shelf is no longer barren. The reason for that was I just didn't have any statues that I could find that I liked, that I could put there. And I was busy collecting all the X-Men stuff. But now, yeah, as you can see, these two Marvel shelves, everything on top there is all custom books. I will get reviews out for each one as time goes by. Even our Thundercats there. I got a couple absolutes that'll probably replace that Justice League and Justice Dark and Superman. I really like those Doctor Who books with the Something is Killing the Children and the Once and Future. Looks great. But this will be the new format going forward. I enjoyed the backdrop of statues just as much as everyone else did, but we're going in a new direction here at Bad Wolf Comics. We have a new intro. We have a new backdrop. Only good things are coming. Stick around, true believers. More to come. And that's it for this video. Stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics has plenty more content in store. I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.